In the last video, we talked about the appellation of the Italian wine in general, but if you remember, I told you that maybe we have to spend a few more words about these two that are DOC and DOCG. Wine with control designation of origin, wine with control designation of origin and guarantee. Only 341 wines all over Italy, only 78 wines all over Italy. The first DOC of Italy was created in the 1960 and was Vernazza di San Gimignano. The first DOCG wine were Brunello di Montalcino and Vino Nobile di Montepulciano in 1980. The DOCG was created later. In fact, to be a DOCG wine can be a DOCG wine only wine that were DOC for minimum 5 years before, or maybe 7, I don't remember. Anyway, about these two appellations that are the top of the pyramid of the quality of the Italian wine, it's not only where the grapes has to come from, okay? If you remember IGT, the grapes has to be grown in a specific region. In this case, it's not a region, but it's a specific area. That means that in Tuscany, that is a region, we have several areas that are DOC or DOCG or maybe both, and so it's a smaller area, okay? It's a specific area and the grapes has to be grown in the area, the wine has to be made in the area, the wine has to be bottled in the area too. But it's not only the area. It's also that to make that kind of wine, we have to follow many different rules. We have a recipe, we can say, to make that kind of wine. What means rules? Mean, for example, the variety of grapes that we have to use, the time of aging, the material that we have to use to age the wine, the shape of the bottle. We can use only natural cork. So we have many different rules, and every single DOC or DOCG has his own. So they have only one common rules, actually, that is, in my opinion, is probably the most important one that makes a huge difference in terms of wine making, because to make this kind of wine, it's not allowed any kind of irrigation, and growing grapes without irrigation compared to growing grapes with irrigation, that makes a huge difference. Everywhere, doesn't matter where the wine comes from, okay? But in this case specifically, it's mandatory not to use irrigation. Anyway, so what means to make this kind of wine? Because it's not very easy following all that rules, because everything has been tracked, starting from the grapes to the bottle, but it's also very important to know that every time that we have to bottle the wine, even if we have followed the rules, if we did everything perfectly, we cannot bottle the wine as we like. But every time that we have to bottle this wine, we have to ask the approval to the gardener. It's hot. And recording this video, it's probably the 10 times that I try to do it. I'm getting quite hot. Anyway, so I was saying that every time that we want to bottle that kind of wine, even if we have followed all the recipe, we have to ask the approval, the license to the government, that the government come to our cellar, they take a sample from the vet, they do all the chemical analysis first. If all the parameters are inside the range, are okay, that the parameter can be pH, acidity, sugar, alcohol, many other ones. So if everything is inside the range, there is the second step. And the second step is a commission of, I think, 8 and 10 persons, and they do a blind taste. They don't know the winery that they are tasting, and the winery doesn't know the panel, the person that are in the commission, because they change every time. So during this blind taste, they analyze if the wine has the characteristic and maybe the quality of the appellation, and so we can call that wine with the name of the appellation. They are not judging if it's a good wine or bad wine. That it's personal, that it's up to you. They are analyzing, remember, they are analyzing if the wine has the characteristic of the appellation. If everything is okay, we can, at the end, we can bottle the wine, but the wine cannot leave the winery without this band. Blue band for DOC, gold band for the DOCG, can be like this or on like this, but the wine, the bottle must have this band on the neck of the bottle. And as you can see, this band has its own serial number, few letters and the number. It's like a license plate for the car. So what does it mean? That when you are drinking this wine, if you want to check, you can type this number on the website of the producer that you are drinking. If you're drinking Brunello, the website of Brunello di Montalcino. If you're drinking Chianti, website of Chianti. If you're drinking Barolo, website of Barolo, and so on. So typing this number, you can have all the information about that single bottle. That means that you can know the name of the winery, the vintage, how many bottles were bottled at that time, all the chemical analysis, so you can have all the information about the bottle that you are drinking. That, in my opinion, it's an interesting thing for you as a wine lover. So that's our DOC and DOCG wine. For today is everything. Remember to follow me, your partner in wine. See you in the next video. Bye.